welcome back to T-Boys TV. Hope you're well. I'm well, besides the football result. It's finished at Anfield 0-0 between Liverpool and Real Madrid in the second leg of the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Thoughts on the lineup: so it was Alisson in goal, Robertson left back, Trent right back, Kabak and Phillips two centre backs. Then in front of him, Fabinho. And then you had Milner and Wijnaldum. And then the front three was Mane, Firmino, Salah. Obviously, I didn't put Mane in mine. I put him on the bench. But I didn't mind him starting, to be honest, because he obviously did get rested for a reason for this game the other day. Milner starting. I mean, he's a leader, so I suppose you could start him. I didn't really mind him starting either. People were throwing out. Well, I'll go on to it in a bit actually, but my thoughts on the first half: we had so many chances. Salah had a great chance. Courtois saved it. I believe it hit his knee. We had so many chances, and we had so many good chances as well, but they're not even on target, which is just not good enough. Like, two that I can think of from the top of my head is Gini's and Salah's. They just weren't good enough. Over the bar, you got to be putting them sort of ones on target. But something that really wound me up during that game is Casemiro. He went in for a challenge. Can't remember if it's with Wijnaldum or Fabinho. I believe it's with Fabinho. And I don't even think he's got caught. It's the way he's went in and he started limping and all that. And then about 2 seconds later, Milner's on the left-hand side. He slide tackled Milner and he took him out. Bullcrap. I knew he weren't limping. On the stream, I knew there weren't nothing wrong with him. On the stream, I was like, what? He's fine. He's just limping as a joke. He's fine. And then he goes and does that. Gets a yellow card. My opinion, that should have been looked at again. Because what's the point of VAR if you're not going to use it? I really don't get it. Some games they have a day off and don't seem to use it. I think they should have looked at that in more, because that was a takeout, absolute wipeout. Thought it was disgusting how they didn't look at it, to be quite honest with you. And something I'd like to mention, I mentioned it on the stream when we played Villa during the weekend, and they said Shota was offside. As I said, the only way he could have been offside is if he used his arm. Well, no, not used his arm, sorry, through his arm. But on the replay, when they showed the highlights, they showed the one where it wasn't showing the lines. So they knew it wasn't offside. Yeah, they're just being disgusting and corrupt, like fucking always. But yeah, that's just the Premier League for you. Corrupt referees, the most watched league in the world, and there's corrupt referees like that, which is beyond me, to be quite honest with you. And when they get called up to go into the foreign games, I'm like, what? What are you lot doing? How are you lot wanting to put these dickheads in? Seriously, I don't get it. But the second half. Yeah, so we go in 0-0 at half time. Actually, before I go into that, in the first half, they nearly scored. Benzema shot, deflection off Kabak, hits the post. That was pretty mad, to be honest. I thought that was in. I'm not going to lie. It's funny how I'll do that, because they're showing all the highlights, and that's literally what just came in front of me. But we move on to the second half. I mean, we was lively at the start. Firmino had a shot, but straight at the keeper. But shout out Firmino. I think he was the best out of the front three today. I thought he done pretty well on the ball, to be honest. And all of that. I don't think Mane and Salah had great games. Obviously, that Salah shot I was on about earlier, I put it over the bar. Wasn't good enough. Got to be doing better than that. I'll turn TV off now. Pissing me off just seeing the highlights. Yeah, it just wasn't good enough. Just put the ball over the bar. I thought Mane played okay, and then he just in the second half, I don't think he played great, to be honest. But yeah, so obviously the player who I thought played best for us, as I said, was Firmino. As I've already explained. But then I'm going to talk about the subs that I made. So Thiago for Milner, and what I was going to say at the start of this video is people wanted to see Thiago start. To quite honestly, I don't really care if he does or doesn't. He hasn't been great since he's joined Liverpool. I'm going to be real. I think the best game he's had was that one against Chelsea, but then again, he only played 45 minutes and he was playing against 10 men. He just gives away stupid fouls that I see constantly. I'm like, what are you doing, mate? Just annoys me. He done it again today, and let's be real, he's not a leader compared to Milner, so I'd rather Milner start over him. Obviously, I said none of them two, or I think I said Thiago, but I said, I can't even remember. You know what I mean? The game's just bored me that much. But yeah, that sub was made. And then Jota, at the same time, Jota came on for Kabak. That was pretty interesting, the front four. I didn't think Klopp should have done that because, as I said, I don't think Mane and Salah had a great game. I felt he should have took one of them off and put Jota on. Preferably Mane because Jota can play on the left. I'm not really too sure if he can play on the right. And I wouldn't want to see Firmino on the wing or something like that. I mean, the other thing they could do is drop Firmino back and then put Jota on the left sort of side, and then Firmino and Salah on the right. But I don't really know about that, to be quite honest with you. So yeah, he played the front four for a bit, so to speak, and then he brought on Oxlade-Chamberlain for Mane. The game was done as soon as he come on. He's just injury priorities. He's not good enough for Liverpool Football Club. I'm going to be real now. Yeah, he scored a great goal against Genk, however long ago it was, I can't even remember. But he just gets injured too much, and he's not an important part of this Liverpool team. Well, I don't think he is, because he's not playing enough to be an important part. So he's clearly not. I think that's a player we should maybe get rid of in the summer, to be quite honest here. And at the same time of that, Shaqiri came on for Firmino. I said it in previous videos, I feel Shaqiri's underappreciated at Liverpool. But I'm not going to lie. Well, obviously I said it when Ox came on. The game was done. But yeah, it was Shaqiri for Firmino. Shaqiri done alright when he come on, getting the ball a couple of times, trying to cross it in and stuff. Trying to cause a threat, but it just weren't good enough attacking wise. It's dead. It's just a boring game. But this now means, obviously, we're out of the Champions League, but we now need to focus on the top four. But if you was on my stream as well, I said I wouldn't mind if we get top five, to be quite honest with you, because that's straight into Europa League. If we don't get Champions League fifth, I'll be happy with. I don't want to get sixth because you have to qualify and all that crap. I'd rather get no Europe, to be quite honest with you, and have to do that qualifying crap for the Europa League. But yeah, before I wrap up the video, I want to talk about the other game that was played tonight. Man City beating Dortmund 2-1, 4-2 on aggregate. Yeah, 4-2 on aggregate, 2-1 in both games. Goals from Bellingham, well deserved, considering, in my opinion, he got robbed last game. And then the City goals, Mahrez penalty and a Foden goal. Foden, this is why he's the best youngster in the Prem, and then one of the best youngsters in Europe, in my opinion, because he does stuff like that, scores crucial goals, and he's doing it in a team like that. He's overtook David Silva, and look at what a replacement. I'm not even going to lie. But fair play to City. So the semi-finals I will be watching, but I will not be doing a watch along for any of them. But the semi-finals are PSG Man City. It's going to be very interesting. I do think City have the better all-round team. So over the two legs, I do think City will go through. Be a very tight game though. And then the other one is Chelsea Real Madrid. That'll be very interesting. I do think Chelsea will sneak it though, so I think it'll be an all English final. And if I wanted any of them to win, obviously if PSG beat Man City, then I want PSG to win. But if Man City beat PSG, then I want Man City to win. I don't want Chelsea or Real Madrid. I don't like Chelsea really, to be quite honest with you. Not the way they just go around like they're just like one of the best teams in Europe. Like I don't think they are. Then Real Madrid, obviously, like my thoughts, they're not great like they used to be. So if they won it, it'd be like what? Like yeah, they beat us and all that. Like fair play. They had a game plan over the two legs and it worked. But they, I don't feel they're as good as they used to be. Like, but yeah. That is the end of the video. I'm on the road to 150 subs, as I've been saying in the last few videos. Now I've got 149, so I need one more, and then I'll have a new target. So if you could share, subscribe if you haven't already, that would be brilliant. And like this video, I'd appreciate it. It helps me. And probably until a preview for Leeds, I will catch you guys in a bit. So, yeah, take care and peace.